In this video, I'm going to show you how you can produce one of these. The hexagonal end fits in your drill, and the other end accepts a 3/8 drive socket, and it holds it on there. And it holds it on there because there's a little spring-loaded ball here. Now, everybody probably knows how to make a square end and a hexagonal end. That's pretty easy to do, especially if you have a rotary table in your shop. But what most people don't know is what holds the little ball in here. Why doesn't it fall out of there? There's obviously a spring behind it, and on the other side there's no way to get the spring in there or out of there. The little ball doesn't fall out. We're going to go over to the shop and I'm going to show you how that's done. Okay, I happen to have a piece of 1/2-inch key stock lying around, so we're going to do one for 1/2 inch. And it's basically the same size ball would work for the 3/8 as the 1/2 inch. So we need to know where to put that hole. So we can put this into our socket here. I can feel the other end with my finger there. That'd be full engagement for the drive right about where it is. So I'm going to mark right about there. We've got a little black line there, and you'll find that 3/16 of an inch back from that line, which would be right about there, not too fussy as long as we're fairly close here, right about there is where we want to put the ball bearing in. And in the middle, of course, there's a 1/2 inch piece of stock, and here's a 1/4 inch piece of key stock, and we'll just draw another line there. Where those two lines cross, that's where we're going to drill our 1/4 inch hole for our 1/4 inch bearing. All right, we're back from the mill where I drilled a hole about 380 thousandths deep. That's to the drill point. Then I took a spring and just over guessed at the length. I got it too long. And we tried the ball bearing in the hole. And what's important is, we have this spring cut just about the right length now. What's important is that that ball bearing has to recess far enough all the way down so that it won't be proud of the top surface. And you can check that by taking a piece of metal like this and pushing down on it. If it sits flat, you know you've got that spring right. It's just a matter of experimenting with that spring and cutting a coil at a time off until you reach that situation. And now that we've got here and know that that ball is going to sit deep enough, we can proceed to make it so that the ball won't come out. And we'll just move over to the vise to do that. Now I have a punch here. I call it a peen punch because we're going to be peening metal with it. The hole in the end of here is just a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch, about maybe 280 thousandths or so. And what's going to happen here, we're going to put this over top of the ball. I don't want to get my hand in the way. I want you to be able to see that I put it over top of the ball like this. And it's just about going to self-center. And we're going to give it a smack with a hammer. Maybe 2 smacks with a hammer. Now we've got the ball in here. It's not coming out. You see, I had to give it a little bit of a smack there. It wasn't quite deep enough when we peened it, but we pushed it in. And we've got it functional now. We can try that on a socket. And I'll just grab one from over here and see if it fits in the socket. Pushed a little hard, it went all the way through. There, we're pretty good. That worked pretty good. Now the only thing that I didn't mention is that sometimes that 1/4 inch drill will drill a little tight. It won't be over 250 thousandths. Most of the time you'll find it will be a little bit over. If it isn't, grab yourself another drill and try again with the same hole, and it'll open it up for you. Now, just to give you a little bit more information on this peen punch, it's made out of 3/8 water hardening drill rod. That's W1 drill rod. And all you need to do is get a propane torch and heat this until it looks nice and cherry red, and then dump it in some cold water, and it'll be way harder than the material that you're going to be peening with it, so it won't be damaged during the process. If you'd like to be notified of other new modifications, please click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.